Hey there YouTube, what's happening? Thanks for stopping back by today here with the Rust Belt Mechanic, and today we are going to be rocking and rolling. It's a little bit nicer outside and we got the Can-Am here. Thankfully, since it's nice enough outside right now, we're going to be stepping outside and doing the audio roof on this today. Need a little bit more room because my garage is, a little bit cramped and all, but we're going to be doing the audio roof from Can-Am on this thing today. It's going to be something great. Not really all that hard to put on or anything, but let's get this thing put on. Captain Ron! In my house booties! These house boots. He's my house elf, yo. Alright, so here is the audio roof. Rockford Fosgate. As you can see, it has all these fancy LED trim rings and everything on it. It's going to look really freaking cool, but we got to get it on. So that's why I employed the help of Mr. Captain Ron here. Thank you, Captain Ron, for the hand today. Pretty much it's going to be easy as pie. Get this old one off, which just takes the little twist clip retainers in the four corners, and then we're going to put this onto it and 4 bolts and 4 nuts hold it on. After that, I'll show you guys the wiring and everything. It'll be a little bit more exciting once we get it on though. Alright, so like I said, with Captain Ron's help, this thing was super easy to just kind of set into place. There wasn't really anything special that needed prepped ahead of time or anything like that. We've got the wiring harness hanging out on the inside portion of the rear bar, and then on each of the 4 corners there is a bolt that goes through with a washer and a nut with another washer on the inside of the vehicle. It fits quite nicely. Doesn't look like we're going to have any vibration or rubbing issues with the power flip windshield and the visor assembly that comes onto that one. So now all we got to do is do some wiring. So the wiring with this one looks like we are going to be hooking this directly up to the battery, not to any of the other posts, power, ground. And then if we have another audio set assembly, I believe they have add-ons that go to this one, that will be able to connect to this one for subwoofer things or other speaker assemblies. But that won't be used underneath or anything like that. And then this will be plugging into the harness right up here, routing it along this pillar down to the pillar where we have our other wiring, and then in following pretty much all the other wiring that we've put in here, coming down the pillar and across into the center console, which is why we also have left the passenger seat out to gain access to the battery and everything to hook up in there. So FYI, if you guys haven't taken out the seat, it is going to have to be taken out to get access to the battery and all. Now in each one of these videos, I really like to point out some of the really cool tools that I like to use on it, and this one I really wanted to point out some of these screwdrivers from SP Tools. They are some of the best screwdrivers that I've come to use, either at work or at home. These things are magnetic tip. They also have the solid steel core all the way through, so if you need to use some of them for striking, I guess, that is a possibility there. They are some really, really high quality tools. I think they are freaking awesome. Also have an extra shank right here to be able to put a wrench on if you absolutely need to. We need to grab this one anyways to be able to get the battery terminals off to be able to hook up the audio roof in the pretty much only wiring portion that we have to this. We're going to unhook that one, and then we're going to be hooking up our ground to the negative, power to the positive, and we don't have another sub to be able to hook up to this one, so we won't really have to worry about that one right now. But we'll get those hooked up, and then we'll zip tie everything up out of the way, and then we'll go over some features. I am not going to lie, guys. This is probably the sweetest thing that they've made for these X3s. The sound and what this thing can do is unreal. It has 517 watts as tested by the paper on here. that it's thing's rocking, and this thing is just absolutely loud as all can be. I mean, let's turn it up to... That is... Oh man, that is not even halfway. Not even halfway of what this thing can do. And this Bluetooth unit is absolutely great too. On-off switch here on the roof, so I don't have to take up any more of my switches down here, which I am greatly running out of real quick. I've only got one left there, using the hazard and the horn there, and there's all folded up too. So, sources on this, let's see what this thing can do. We've got source selection, Bluetooth, Pandora built in, FM and AM, with bass, and auxiliary input. Not sure about that one, but I'll have to play with it. If you do have that external sub to be able to hook up underneath the seat, that's where you would be able to adjust that one right there. 2 brightnesses to it, bright and dimmer to that one. And then obviously, as you guys saw, it does have my Apple Watch got activated through my phone. How about that? So, as you guys can see, the LEDs on this thing are very, very bright also. It has one of these remotes that comes with the kit right here, power, and then it's able to scroll through all of the functions that it has. We'll turn it off, turn it on, fades between them. Maybe that was just red. That's the top one. And then this one, I believe this one fades between all the colors. Yep, fading between colors. A little bit faster. And then we're just solid colors on this one. We've got the blue, green, red. I think that's the end of our spectrum on these solid colors, but the LEDs on this thing are very bright also. Wow, I'm telling you guys, this is a really sweet kit. This is something really awesome. I know the price tag on this one really feels hard though too on it, unfortunately. Price tag on this one's like $2,600, so yeah, a little bit on the pricey side, but this thing is one of the coolest things that I've put on this unit yet. And the freaking power windshield, that thing is really awesome. That thing takes off so much of the wind issues that we have inside of this thing. It works absolutely awesome, but I'd have to say this power audio roof is just killer from Rockford Fosgate. Now later on, I'm hoping that we'll be adding a few more speakers, not that we really need it. Hopefully up in here, maybe down in the kick panels, and then who knows, subs under the seats or some audio in the back. I don't know. We're gonna see, but I'll tell you what, this was a real treat to be able to install. Super easy to put in and everything, and one really great unit. Also, big thank you again. See if we can get it to focus in here. Ride One Motorsports from Springfield, Ohio. They helped to sponsor this one, and as always, SP Tools USA. I showed you guys some of the tools that we were using earlier with the screwdrivers, both the Torx and the Phillips units. They make some great tools. I will put links to both of their places down in the description below. Big thumbs up to those guys. If you guys have any questions about Can-Ams or anything in the Ohio region, go talk to them. Anything about tools, go over to sptoolsusa.com. Alright boys and girls, well that's all we've got for today's episode. If you guys like this content, make sure you turn on the bell notification, make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel because we've got lots more awesome stuff like this going on. It's starting to get a little bit warmer, so we're going to have a little bit more driving capabilities on this one. And what's really cool is, you see that? Got a tag and it's licensed. So, going to be able to drive this thing everywhere on the road this summer. Going to be a killer time right now. We're still maxing out at about 38, 40 degrees, so a little on the chilly side, but we'll get there this summer. Hopefully the plans are to take it up to like Silver Lake. We're going to take it up to Michigan to see hopefully maybe some other YouTubers if you guys are open for some more X3 riding with this big old XRC beast. It's going to be a fun time. Well, thanks for tuning in today, guys. I appreciate it, and as always, you guys stay awesome.